Hey everybody, Blind Way back. I'm Aaron.
I'm Anthony.
And you guys have asked for him before. He's back. After StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void trailer, I think was the last thing you were in with us.
Yeah.
So we're kind of continuing that with a StarCraft 2 Honest game trailer, which I don't know if Anthony's ever watched any of these Honest trailers before, but...
I've not watched any of these. You mentioned them.
They're fun.
Very fun.
I like the way they go. They're interesting. They have the... at least the movie ones. I think the game ones do now too, but the movie ones have that announcer guy that sounds like Mr. Movie Phone kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
But at the end of a lot of the Honest movie trailers, people will put in comments and be like, say this, say this, say this. So you get like movie guys saying like rubber baby buggy bumpers and stuff like that. So it's funny. So let's get into this, see what they say, and then we'll have our discussion about everything afterwards. I don't know if this is just Wings of Liberty or what.
The following trailer is rated H for Honest. From the developers that made the same 3 games 5 different ways for the past 20 years, comes the 3rd version of the sequel to a sci-fi reimagining of a fantasy RTS series. Wow, that is confusing. StarCraft 2. Enter the eternal 3-way of StarCraft, where players build massive armies and command them in battle by selecting all their units and right-clicking on the enemy. Looking at me.
There you
yikes.
Yep, exactly.
Surviving game in a near-dead genre, and take control of an army made out of diamonds and fart gas, where you're constantly nagged
Fart
by
gas.
disembodied voices. You require more viscous gas. And the
Damn
outcome
it.
of every conflict is determined by what you build in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
War never changes.
Not enough minerals.
Experience
Damn it.
the follow-up to the original game about crafting war in the stars, whose story is told with cutscenes so beautiful they almost cover up how generic and bland it is. As Blizzard abandoned
Cutscenes are
any
awesome.
subtlety the first game had
Yeah.
to make Dragon Ball Z instead.
Oh, that was an awesome mission.
I like that. It was
So,
cool.
for the epic
It's fun.
galactic conflict that took Warhammer 40k and changed all the names for legal reasons. I mean, seriously, that's just blatant. And pick a side in the war between space rednecks, giant cockroaches, and the aliens from sides. Then take on the role of drunk Jimmy Raynor in Wings of Liberty, his disgusting insect girlfriend in the first expansion, or Artanis in the second one. A guy who most people totally forgot about because Zeratul was so
Oh, I was there, Tool. I'm
Do
so...
all the brothers look and sound the same to you guys, or am I just being space racist here?
Dude, that was totally
Once
happening to
you're
me.
done saving the universe offline, jump into the multiplayer ladder, where you'll encounter a never-ending onslaught of finely tuned cheeses,
Yep.
worker rushes,
Cannon rushes, bro.
marine timings, 6 pools, 4 gates,
4 gates.
proxy pylons,
Yep.
cannon rushes,
Yeah!
There it is.
energy rushes,
2
and
port
every
benches.
other pre-planned build order that takes all the strategic thinking of rock, paper, scissors. Every way up the ranks from bronze to silver, gold, platinum, and beyond. Until you're finally good enough to get destroyed by people who've been playing the same basic game for 20 years. That'd be the only reasonable thing left. And take out your frustration by whining about balance on the forums. Or just play with your friends so you can focus on your build
Dude,
orders.
those forums
And,
are
hey,
cancer.
Hey,
Oh,
why
yeah.
are these roaches in my base? I said no for like 20 minutes! Sir Gimba! Sir Gimba! Once you click your fingers and
No rush.
malformed stubs,
There was 20 minutes.
The competitive StarCraft scene that ruled the esports world until MOBAs left it in the dust.
Yeah,
Enjoy
it's true.
professionally
That's
so
sad.
intense, you have to live like a weird video game monk to even compete, until you can win the championship and become the best StarCraft player in the world.
Yeah, that'd be
Unless, of
cool.
course, you're not Korean. Then you're pretty much
Yeah, yeah.
starring
Dang, it's true.
Sergeant Malcolm Reynolds, Lady Predator, The Arbiter, Space Stripper Ninja,
What?
Cancel, President
Oh.
Donald Trump,
That was awesome.
and the spider that's on your shoulder right now. Warcraft in space. Okay, got my bunker up and GG. Be sure to subscribe for more on
Fuck her up. Enough to hold off the worker rush.
That was awesome.
So that's an Honest trailer. That's what they do that with. They have movies and games of the same general idea.
I'm gonna have to watch more of those.
Right? They're pretty good, right?
Perfect.
Yeah. They take what you love and then what like people hate, put it all into one
Warcraft
awesome
in
trailer.
space.
So it's fun. I like that. I think it was fairly accurate.
It was. Oh my god, when he said the space racist about like, do all Protoss sound and look the same to you? Absolutely. I was actually. Did you finish Legacy of the Void campaign yet?
I'm probably only like halfway through it.
I was going. So I played through all of it, and that's what I thought. I was bored out of my damn mind. Like by like the cutscenes,
Trying to like
cutscenes
relate
cool.
to them and stuff.
Yeah, like in Wings of Liberty. They're all humans, so
Yeah.
I can relate to them, and it's easy to to feel all their emotions and all that. It's easier.
Mm-hmm.
In the Zerg, even you have Kerrigan the whole time.
Yeah, which she at least has a human face. You know,
Yeah.
she's not like a Zagura. Is it Zagura?
Zagara.
Zagara.
And all of the little or her minions, Zagara, and she's got Arbiter down in the
Abathur.
Abathur.
Down in there, and
Yeah.
but like those ones are hard to kind of relate to.
But at least
the way
they're
their
all
faces are,
different.
but yeah.
Really are, dude. They all.
But then you get
all look the
Artanis and
same.
Zeratul and all. I think I made the joke before about like Melanie would just call all of them Artanis or Zeratul or whatever. And
They'd all be.
So, I was worried about that when we started watching. I'm like, man, I'm not all the way done. I wonder if they're gonna say anything about the ending of it or
They
anything.
did a good
So
job there.
yeah, so what I've seen of it, I've already played that far. So I didn't catch anything. I'm like, what? Oh, so I'm excited to get through the rest of that, which I'll be working on probably this week since we're slowed down a bit more.
That's good. I wonder who does these.
I think Smosh
Honest.
Games does the Honest trailer. Yeah, Smosh Games does the Honest.
Because they were like on point with everything.
Now I think that Smosh does. I think Smosh might do like all the kind of like some of the script writing maybe and the like all that kind of stuff and gets it set up, and then they bring in the movie guy from the Honest trailers.
Oh.
I don't think he's part of Smosh Games, but maybe he is. Maybe I'm wrong on that. But it's the same voice guy that did this that does the Honest trailers, so he has
That's
that kind
cool.
of like movie guy voice thing. So it's
Right.
fun. So we might do some more of these. I enjoyed the StarCraft one. I think it was on par, and they didn't
Yeah.
really give away too much of like storyline really of anything. They just kind of like, here's StarCraft. Here's what it's about. Here's why people love it. Here's
This drunk cowboy Jim Raynor and his ugly bug girlfriend, and
Yep, that's pretty much what it's about.
then Artanis, who people forgot about. He was in the Brood War.
Mhm.
He was an important character in Brood War. I remember him.
Yeah, but then Wings of Liberty came out, and Zeratul kind of was more important.
Yeah, and he was
you never really
badass.
heard about
Yeah.
Artanis.
But they called him the something stripper.
Yeah, the something stripper thing. I do remember. I think some zealots or something like that. They say something like Artanis or something like that. Whenever you're playing, so I never really thought about it until Legacy of the Void.
Right.
And then you also get like some of the other there's a chick, Protoss. I forget her name. Like I haven't played enough to really remember her name, whatever. But she's a co-op character you can play as.
Oh
You know
yeah,
what I'm talking about?
she's one of the Dark Templar.
Yeah. So there's also other characters that I'll learn about as I finish more of it. So we're gonna jump over to maybe some other Honest game trailers. And also, Anthony's going to start joining on... He has not seen any of Rebels. So if you guys are following along with me and Eric and Shane in
Unfortunately.
Season 2 of Rebels, this guy hasn't seen any of it yet. So we're going to start doing that. So make sure you guys tune in on that. If you guys want to see more Beard, he's going to be in some stuff. So that's kind of been your nickname that's been accompanied by Blindwave now. So.
It's fine. I've worked hard on not shaving for well over a year for this, so I can be known as the Beard. I'm okay
Beard.
with that.
All right, so make sure you guys are hitting the like button, hit the subscribe button. Check out blindwave.net for everything Blindwave, game trailers, reactions, everything else. And until next time, I'm Aaron.
I'm Anthony.
And we'll see you guys later.
Thanks.